Hi, Liam Ward here at LearnTheHarmonica.com, coming to you from my new office, and today we're learning Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. Don't go anywhere. So as you can see, we've got new surroundings today. These are some of my band posters. This was painted for me by a friend of mine, and this was done by someone at a festival I was playing with, the Rumble Strutters as well. So I'm trying to fill these walls with all kind of band stuff, and hopefully you'll see that growing over the coming months. So today we're looking at Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. This has been a long time coming, this one. I've had a lot of requests for it, so I hope you're happy to see it. Let's get right on with the tab and work out how to play it. Let's start with the verse, and I'm going to be using a C harmonica. Now if you want to play with the original, I believe from memory that it's in the key of G, so you'd need a G, but for today's lesson we'll just use a C just to make things easier in case you don't have a G. So let's start with the verse, then we'll go on to the chorus. So the verse should sound something like this. So just have a listen to me play it first and have a look at the tab on the screen, and then we'll go through each line nice and slow. So we've got 4 lines to get through in this verse. So the first line is sitting in the morning sun. Okay, so we've got loads of four blows in a row here. We've got 4 blow 4 times, and then 4 draw, and then 4 blow, and then 5 blow. So sitting in the morning sun. Okay, so with those repeated notes, you've got a choice. You could do them as a separate breath for each note, but that's going to lead to running out of breath quite quickly, probably. So you could split them up, and you can split them up in various different ways so that you're playing one breath, but you're using a consonant, something that will stop the air by moving your tongue, changing your embouchure, the shape of your mouth, in order to split those notes up. So you might kind of go ah la la la, or ka 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 ka, something like that to split them up. They'll all give different kind of nuances to the notes, but they'll all serve that same purpose of just splitting the notes up. So I was doing I think I was doing a duh, because it's quite a soft one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, I'll be sitting when the evening comes. I sang a different melody. Trust what I play, not what I sing. I should say, by the way, that we're trying to follow Otis Redding's vocal patterns here, but take that with a pinch of salt. We're doing it kind of loosely because there's so much in the way he sings it. Obviously, he was a wonderful singer and great little inflections he put in. We're getting the general gist of what he's doing. I've tried to sort of follow it. We'll talk about some variations as we go, but we're kind of getting the closest the melody can on a simple kind of diatonic harmonica without kind of trying to push it too far. So I'll be sitting when the evening comes is 4 draw, 5 blow, 5 draw, 5 draw, 5 draw, 5 draw, 5 draw, 5 blow, 4 draw. So again, we've got all those 5 draws in a row, so have a think about how you want to split those notes up as well. So the way that would fit with the first line would be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so watching the ships roll in, you'll notice we've got 4 blow and then 4 draw and then 4 blow and then 5 blow, same as the first line, The only difference is we only play the 4-blow 3 times at the start there. And that's just because of the syllables of the words. So the melody is the same. But if we're trying to follow the lyrics, the first part of the verse, sitting in the... We've got 4 there. And then watching the ships. Watching the ships. We only need 3 of those 4 blows. Okay, so I'll just play watching the ships roll in. And then similarly, the next line is very similar to the second line of the verse. So we still start with a 4 draw, 5 blow, 5 draw, 4 times. It then goes to a 6 blow, and then a 4 draw, 5 blow, 4 draw. Now that 4 draw, 5 draw, 5 blow, 4 draw is trying to follow his vocal inflection a little bit. So then I watch them roll away again. You'll notice that again is actually 3 notes. Again. So this is an example of where the melody actually means that the words are more syllables in a sung sense than they would be if you're speaking them. Again tends to be 2 syllables, but again. So. So if I play the 3rd and 4th lines of the verse, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I play the verse in full from the top, it sounds something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's our verse. Let's get on with the chorus. What I'll do first is play the chorus for you. So just try and follow what I'm playing by the tab on the screen, and then we'll talk about it each line by line, nice and slow. Okay, so that's our chorus. You'll notice there was a little bend at the end there. Don't worry if you can't bend at all. We'll talk about that when we get to it. So let's start with the first line. I'm sitting on top of the bay, and we've got almost all the same note. So we're starting with a 3 blow. I'll talk about why that's in brackets in a minute. And then we've got 4 blow. How many times is that? 8 times, I think, if I can still count. And then 4 draw just to finish. And I really would advise against doing all those 4 blows in one breath, especially now we've got 8 of them, because that's just going to kill you. The 3 blow is in brackets because he doesn't always sing that note. He doesn't always sing I'm. Sometimes it's just sitting on the instead of I'm sitting on the. So it's kind of optional. So it's in brackets because it's there if you want it. So that's our first line. And then we have watching the tide roll away, which sounds like this. So that's 5 blow 3 times, and then 6 blow, or rather 6 draw, 6 blow, and then 5 blow, 4 draw, 4 blow, and 4 draw again. So, as I said with in the first verse, in Again, we had, Again is obviously 2 syllables, but in the song it's kind of turned into 3. With Tide and Roll, they're both two syllables or two notes in the tab that we've got. So watching is 5 blow twice, and then the is just 5 blow, but then tied is 6 blow, 6 draw, 6 blow. Tied. And then the same with roll. Da da, roll. So tied, roll. And then away. So all together we've got 1, 2. Okay, so if we put those two lines together, so I'll start with I'm sitting, it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now our third line is exactly the same as the first line of the chorus, so I'm not going to bother you with that, it's just I'm sitting on the dock of the bay again. You might want to choose on one of them to put the 3 blow in at the start and the other one drop it, perhaps. And then our final line, I'll play the full thing including the bit in brackets at the end, and it sounds like this. Okay, so we've got all it is wasting time, but we've got an option of an extended version. So if we just take the bit without brackets first, it's 4 draw, 4 blow, and then it's the 3 draw full step bend, and then 4 blow. Don't worry if you can't bend, just skip that note. So just play. Wasting time. Now, he does go down to that bend kind of note, so if you can put it in, great. If you really want to extend and do the full Otis Redding thing, the bit in brackets will give you the extra kind of flourish that he does at the end as well, because he kind of goes, and I'm no Otis Redding, but he kind of goes, wasting time. So he's got those extra notes at the end. And they are 5 blow, 4 draw, 4 blow, and that full step bend on 3 again, just to finish. So finishing on a bend, really tricky to hold that and make it sound sweet. So a good little challenge, but don't worry if you can't bend at all. You can still play this song in full. And that takes us to the end of the chorus. So what I'll do is play the chorus in full for you now, and then we'll be done. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, bad bend at the end there, but you get the idea. It's tricky. So, that's the end of the tab for this lesson today. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this with me. As I say, it's been a long time coming. I hope everyone who requested it is happy. I finally got around to it. I think the house move kind of got in the way. Let me know what you think of the new backdrop. If you've got anything you want to send me, harmonica related, you know, I might consider putting it up. So if you've enjoyed this lesson, remember to click like. If you give me that thumbs up, that really helps me in my channel. And if you are enjoying my lessons, subscribe, because I put out a free harmonica lesson every single week. I love to hear from you, so put your comments beneath the video and contact me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Enjoy your practice, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.